Disturbing facts that will probably disturb you even if you're not easily disturbed. Part 77. The experience of intense sexual arousal from being with a partner that has committed some kind of heinous crime, like rape or murder, is called hybristophilia, also known as Bonnie and Clyde syndrome. Everyone that's like, oh, I just can't help it, I just love toxic men or toxic women, you're a hybristophile. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Don't care. The inside of your cheek and your vagina are lined with the same tissue. Go ahead, take a feel. I'll wait. Corey Taylor, aka the lead singer of Slipknot and Stone Sour, overdosed when he was 15 years old, and his buddies thought that he was dead. So instead of taking him to a hospital or, I don't know, home, they just decided to toss him in a dumpster. And he woke up many hours later, 12 miles away from home, covered in blood, and had to walk all the way home. It was after that he decided he needed a new group of friends. Fidel Lopez confessed to police that he became a monster when he supposedly heard his then girlfriend, Maria Nemeth, call him by her former lover's name while they were in bed. Instead of, doing the normal thing and just being like, all right, deuces, he instead decided to viciously violate her by inserting various items, including a beer bottle, a hair straightener, and both of his fists into her. He reportedly admitted inserting his arm so far into her that he pulled out her intestines. On September 6, 2006, Susan Hounshausen came home from work and was attacked by a man with a claw hammer that was hiding behind her bedroom door. The man, Edward Haffey, was a hitman who had been hired by her husband of 18 years, Michael, to off her. Susan, a 51-year-old emergency room nurse, wrestled the hammer from him and choked him until he turned purple, and then released him and tried to run away. But this dumbass decided to chase after her and started punching her in the face. She pulled him down with her and started biting everywhere that she could reach because she said to herself, maybe they'll be able to find my DNA on him when he kills me. But the hitman did not kill Susan. Susan overpowered the hitman, climbed on top of him, and put him in a chokehold with her left arm. He tried to flip her, but she had years of self-defense training, and she ended up killing the hitman with her bare hands. That's a bad bitch alert. Her husband only got 10 years for trying to orchestrate her murder. Peter Porco was a 52-year-old man that woke up one morning and began his morning routine. He took a shower, loaded his dishes in the dishwasher, packed his lunch, and retrieved the morning paper, and then he accidentally locked himself out of his house and had to grab the spare key from underneath the mat, let himself back in, and then immediately died in the foyer. The entire morning, Peter was unaware that he'd suffered multiple fatal blunt force axe wounds to his head and should not have been alive. His body was on autopilot, and it was piloting the hell out of that man. That's like some Black Mirror stuff right there. Peter's son was charged and convicted of the crime, even though his mother, who had been left for dead in the attack, doggedly believed in his innocence. Robert Hoagland vanished from Newtown, Connecticut in 2013 with suspicions of foul play. In fact, he had actually resettled in Rock Hill, New York under an assumed name, Richard King, which was not discovered until after his death in late 2022. Look, if someone's gonna go to such great lengths to escape the place that they are at, just let them go. Quit looking for them. I mean, don't do that, but if you really do suspect foul play, keep looking for them. But that man said, I'm ready to go. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of you. I hate your friends and I hate you too. I'm gonna fake my death and I'm gonna move. Charles II, the last Habsburg ruler of Spain, was reportedly described as being so ugly as to cause fear. His 2 rows of teeth could not meet, and his tongue was so large that he could not speak clearly. Probably has to do with the fact that his mother was his father's niece and his grandmother was also his aunt. That might have something to do with it. I don't know. I'm not an expert. I'm not a forensics DNA expert, but it's just a wild guess. Husband and wife James and Lisa Goy were shot and killed by their neighbor Jeffrey Spade after the wife had reportedly shoveled snow onto his property. An argument took place and Jeffrey shot them multiple times, and then he went inside and shot himself. But look, I did some research on this, and apparently James and Lisa were being assholes to him, and they were taunting him and goading him. And one source says that they were making fun of him over like a dead wife. So, I mean, kind of justice? I don't know. 72-year-old David Niles had been missing for almost a decade when his car was spotted on Google Maps submerged underwater with his body still inside. I often have nightmares about driving off of something, like thinking it's just like a ramp to another road and into a body of water and getting stuck in my car and dying that way. So that's my irrational fear. Actually, you know what? I think it's a pretty damn rational fear. I don't care what anyone says. What I do care about is you, and I just want to say thanks for watching.